Welcome to an extraordinary journey that will take you beyond the stars. In this thrilling episode, we explore the incredible story of an American crew of astronauts who embarked on a 5-year mission to a distant planet in another galaxy. Their mission was purely scientific, but what they discovered there defied all expectations and left them in shock. This is not just any space adventure, it's a tale of discovery, mystery, and the unknown. Get ready to be amazed as we uncover the secrets of the cosmos. Don't forget to subscribe for more exciting content and leave your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think humanity would do if it encountered alien life? Let's dive into the story of the American crew and their groundbreaking mission. The year was 2047, and the world watched with bated breath as the most ambitious space mission in history began. The United States launched the Odyssey, a state-of-the-art spacecraft designed to carry a team of elite astronauts across vast distances. The crew consisted of Captain Sarah Reeves, a seasoned commander with years of experience, Dr. Michael Carter, a brilliant astrophysicist, Dr. Emily Chin, a biologist specializing in extraterrestrial life, and Engineer John Harris, responsible for maintaining the ship's systems. Their destination was a newly discovered planet located in a distant galaxy, a place that had never been visited by humans before. The journey would take 5 long years, and the crew knew they were embarking on an adventure that could change everything. As the Odyssey soared through the void of space, the crew prepared themselves for the challenges ahead. They trained rigorously, conducted experiments, and spent countless hours preparing for the unknown. The excitement was palpable, and the anticipation of reaching their destination was overwhelming. As the Odyssey continued its journey, the crew faced numerous challenges. The isolation of deep space began to take its toll on everyone. Communication with Earth was sporadic at best, and the crew relied heavily on each other for support. Sarah, the captain, took it upon herself to keep morale high, organizing activities and encouraging her team to stay focused on their mission. Michael, the astrophysicist, spent his days analyzing data and refining their trajectory, while Emily, the biologist, worked tirelessly on experiments designed to prepare them for potential alien life forms. John, the engineer, was responsible for keeping the ship running smoothly, ensuring that every system functioned properly. Despite the difficulties, the crew remained united, driven by their shared goal of making history. The long journey allowed them to bond deeply, forming an unbreakable camaraderie that would prove invaluable when they finally reached their destination. After 4 years of travel, the Odyssey approached the outer reaches of the target galaxy. The crew felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as they neared their destination. The planet they were heading towards, designated as New Terra Prime, was unlike anything they had ever seen. It was a lush, vibrant world with towering mountains, dense forests, and vast oceans. As they entered the planet's atmosphere, the crew marveled at the breathtaking landscapes that unfolded before their eyes. The air was filled with an electric tension as they prepared to land. The landing sequence was flawless, and soon the Odyssey touched down on the surface of New Terra Prime. The crew stepped out onto the alien soil, their hearts pounding with anticipation. The planet was teeming with life, and the crew quickly realized that they were not alone. Strange creatures roamed the landscape, some familiar, others completely alien. The discovery was both exhilarating and terrifying, and the crew knew they had entered a new chapter in human exploration. The first few days on New Terra Prime were filled with wonder and discovery. The crew set up camp and began conducting extensive surveys of the environment. They collected samples of plants, animals, and even soil, hoping to learn as much as possible about this new world. Emily, the biologist, was particularly fascinated by the variety of life forms she encountered. Some were similar to Earth creatures, while others were entirely unique, defying classification. She spent hours observing and documenting the behavior of these organisms, taking careful notes, and collecting specimens for further analysis. Meanwhile, Michael and John worked together to establish communication with Earth, ensuring that their findings would be transmitted back to base. The process was slow and challenging, but they managed to send initial reports detailing their discoveries. Sarah, the captain, oversaw the entire operation, making sure that everything ran smoothly and that the crew remained safe. As the days turned into weeks, the crew began to notice something strange about the planet. There were areas where the landscape seemed unnaturally smooth, as if something had been removed or altered. They found no signs of natural erosion or weathering, leading them to believe that these changes were deliberate. The crew decided to investigate further, venturing deeper into the heart of the planet. They encountered structures that appeared to be artificial, built by an advanced civilization. These structures were massive, towering above the trees and stretching for miles. The crew was both awestruck and terrified by what they saw. The architecture was unlike anything they had ever encountered, and the purpose behind these structures remained a mystery. They took photographs and collected samples, hoping to uncover clues about the builders of this ancient civilization. The crew's excitement turned to unease as they explored the ancient structures. They found evidence of technology far beyond anything they had imagined, including devices that seemed to harness energy from the planet itself. The structures were complex and sophisticated, suggesting that the civilization that built them had a profound understanding of physics and engineering. However, there was no sign of the civilization itself. The buildings were empty, abandoned for centuries, if not longer. The crew speculated that the inhabitants had either moved on or met a tragic fate. As they delved deeper into the ruins, they stumbled upon a chamber filled with strange artifacts. Among these items was a device that emitted a faint, pulsating light. The crew approached cautiously, unsure of what to expect. Sarah, the captain, decided to activate the device, hoping to gain insight into the civilization's history. The moment the device was activated, the entire chamber lit up, casting eerie shadows on the walls. The activation of the device triggered a series of events that sent shivers down the crew's spines. The walls of the chamber began to glow with an ethereal light, and strange symbols appeared on the floor. The crew felt a sudden surge of energy, and their bodies were momentarily immobilized. When they regained control, they found themselves standing in a different location, surrounded by an unfamiliar landscape. They had been transported to a hidden part of the planet, one that had remained concealed from the outside world. The crew was astonished by what they saw. The area was filled with advanced machinery and technology, far surpassing anything they had previously encountered. It was clear that this civilization had achieved levels of development that were unimaginable. The crew realized that they had stumbled upon the core of the planet's ancient society, a place that held the key to understanding its true nature. As the crew explored the hidden area, they uncovered a wealth of information about the civilization that once thrived on New Terra Prime. They found records detailing the rise and fall of the society, as well as its interactions with other planets. The documents revealed that the civilization had once been peaceful and prosperous, but a catastrophic event had led to its downfall. The crew pieced together the puzzle, learning that the civilization had developed a technology capable of manipulating time and space. However, their experiments had unintended consequences, causing a rift in the fabric of reality. The resulting chaos had destroyed their world, leaving only remnants of their once great society. The crew was deeply affected by this revelation. Realizing the fragility of advanced civilizations and the potential dangers of unchecked scientific progress, the crew's discovery of the civilization's downfall left them with a heavy burden of responsibility. They knew that their findings could have far-reaching implications for humanity, especially in the context of future space exploration. The crew debated whether to share their knowledge with Earth immediately or to conduct further research on New Terra Prime. Sarah, the captain, ultimately decided that it was crucial to inform Earth of their findings, but she emphasized the need for caution. The crew agreed to send a detailed report back to base, including all the data they had gathered. They also made plans to continue their investigation on the planet, hoping to uncover more about the civilization's history and the nature of the catastrophic event that had led to its destruction. As the crew prepared to transmit their findings back to Earth, they encountered a series of technical difficulties. The communication equipment they had brought with them was unable to handle the volume of data they needed to send. The crew worked tirelessly to troubleshoot the issue, experimenting with different methods of transmission. Eventually, they managed to establish a stable connection, allowing them to send a preliminary report. The message was brief but informative, outlining the key points of their discovery. The crew was relieved to know that their findings would reach Earth, but they were also aware that their work was far from over. They still had much to learn about the ancient civilization and the mysterious technology that had caused its downfall. In the following weeks, the crew continued their exploration of New Terra Prime, focusing on understanding the technology left behind by the ancient civilization. They discovered that the devices they had found were capable of manipulating time and space, allowing the civilization to travel between different dimensions. The crew was fascinated by this concept and began experimenting with the technology themselves. They used the devices to access alternate realities, each one offering a glimpse into different versions of their own universe. The experiences were surreal and mind-bending, and the crew struggled to comprehend the full extent of what they had discovered. They documented their findings meticulously, knowing that this information could have profound implications for humanity's understanding of the universe. One day, while exploring an ancient temple, the crew stumbled upon a chamber that seemed to hold the secrets of the civilization's ultimate fate. Inside the chamber, they found a device that appeared to be the source of the catastrophic event that had destroyed the civilization. The device was immense, pulsating with energy and radiating an aura of power. The crew approached it cautiously, sensing the immense danger it posed. They carefully examined the device, trying to understand its purpose and how it had caused such devastation. After hours of study, they realized that the device was designed to create a portal to another dimension, one that was unstable and unpredictable. The crew understood that activating the device again could lead to another catastrophic event, potentially endangering not only New Terra Prime, but also the entire galaxy. The crew faced a difficult decision. They had to determine whether to destroy the device and prevent any future catastrophes or to study it further, hoping to unlock its secrets and potentially harness its power for the benefit of humanity. The choice weighed heavily on their minds, and they engaged in intense discussions, weighing the pros and cons of each option. Sarah, the captain, ultimately made the decision to destroy the device, believing that the risks outweighed the potential benefits. The crew agreed, and they set about dismantling the device, carefully ensuring that no fragments remained intact. The process was delicate and required precision, but they managed to successfully deactivate the device. The crew felt a sense of relief and accomplishment, knowing that they had prevented a potential disaster. With the device neutralized, the crew focused on wrapping up their mission and preparing for their return to Earth. They conducted final experiments and collected additional data, ensuring that they had gathered as much information as possible. The crew worked tirelessly, knowing that their findings would have a significant impact on the future of space exploration. As they prepared to leave New Terra Prime, they reflected on the incredible journey they had undertaken. The experience had changed them in profound ways, deepening their understanding of the universe and their place within it. The crew felt a sense of pride and gratitude for having been chosen for this historic mission. They looked forward to sharing their discoveries with the world and contributing to humanity's ongoing quest for knowledge. As the Odyssey prepared to depart New Terra Prime, the crew bid farewell to the planet that had changed their lives forever. They took one last look at the vibrant landscapes and the ancient structures that stood as a testament to the civilization that had once thrived there. The journey home would take 5 long years, but the crew was eager to return to Earth and share their incredible story. They knew that their findings would inspire future generations of explorers and scientists, driving humanity to push the boundaries of what was possible. The crew was excited about the possibilities that lay ahead, confident that their mission had opened the door to new frontiers of discovery. Don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling adventures and leave your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think the future holds for space exploration?